Erling Haaland will be Chelsea's main threat when Manchester City host the Blues at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League. The Norwegian striker has scored 23 goals in 30 games in all competitions this season, including 17 in the Premier League. However, looking at Haaland's record against Chelsea, the situation is not entirely worrying for Enzo Maresca's team. In 5 meetings, Haaland has never lost, 3 wins, 2 draws, but he has only scored 3 goals, and all of them came at Stamford Bridge, not the Etihad. This means Chelsea have a chance to contain Haaland, especially if they can keep their backline solid. But with Chelsea's inconsistent performance this season, Maresca still has to prepare a special strategy to dampen the Bombers' sharpness. Chelsea must be perfect if they are to beat Manchester City at the Etihad. If they lose, the Blues could lose their top 4 spot. Here are 3 important decisions that Enzo Maresca must make. 1. Put Cole Palmer in the number 10 position. In the previous meeting, Palmer played on the right wing and was less effective. Now, Maresca is more often using him as a playmaker, where he has more control over the game. Noni Madueke can fill the right side, while Palmer focuses on creating chances from the middle. 2. Play Reece James from the start. If Reece James is fit enough, Maresca must play him from the start. Chelsea look more solid when James plays, both in attack and defense. His presence can help dampen City's wing attacks, while also providing a threat from dead balls. 3. Don't hesitate to replace Nicholas Jackson. Jackson is still Chelsea's main striker, but his performance has been less sharp lately. If he misses another chance, Maresca must quickly withdraw him and bring in other options, such as Christopher Nkunku or Joao Felix. With the right strategy, Chelsea can exploit City's weaknesses after just losing to PSG. Chelsea will face a tough challenge when they travel to the Etihad Stadium to face Manchester City. The citizens are looking to bounce back from their 2-4 defeat to PSG in the Champions League, while the Blues come into the game with confidence after their 3-1 win over Wolves. Team conditions: Manchester City. Pep Guardiola may be missing several key players, with Ruben Dias, Nathan Ake and Jeremy Doku still doubtful, while Rodri is out for a long time. However, City could hand debuts to 3 of their new recruits, Omar Marmoush, Abdulkadir Kusanov and Vitor Reis. Meanwhile, Chelsea. The Blues are also not in the best condition. Enzo Fernandez and Levi Colwill are still doubtful, while Romeo Lavia, Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile are certain to be absent. Mykhailo Mudryk is also unavailable due to suspension. Prediction Chelsea lineup. Formation 4-2-3-1. Robert Sanchez, Reece James, Tosin Adarabioyo, Trevoh Chalobah, Marc Cucurella, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Moises Caicedo, Pedro Neto, Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, Nicholas Jackson. Predicted score: Manchester City 2, Chelsea 2. Chelsea have a poor record against Manchester City in recent seasons, but their form is starting to improve. With an increasingly solid front line and high motivation, the Blues could put up a tough fight at the Etihad. This match is predicted to be tight, with opportunities for both teams to score. Cole Palmer is now one of England's finest strikers, but it was Manchester City who paved the way for his development. When Chelsea visit the Etihad Stadium this weekend, Palmer will return to the place where he grew up, but this time as a genuine threat to his former club. Manchester City decided to sell Palmer to Chelsea for £42 million last summer, a decision that was considered sensible at the time, given the fierce competition in Pep Guardiola's squad. However, in just a matter of months, Palmer has developed rapidly and is now a key player for Chelsea, an irony that cannot be avoided. City's decision to let go of their academy players is nothing new. They have made more than £170 million in the last 3 seasons from youngster sales, including the likes of Romeo Lavia, Jadon Sancho, and Tosin Adarabioyo, who is also now at Chelsea. In the modern world of football, the academy is not just a place to build a team's future, but also a money-making machine that drives the club. However, letting Palmer go could be one decision that City regret. The 22-year-old has proven himself to be a top-class player, with the composure, vision and creativity that are now Chelsea's main weapons. As City have lacked consistency this season, Palmer has shown. The game against Manchester City will be a special one for Palmer. It is his chance to show that City made a huge mistake in letting him go. If he can make a big impact in this game, it will not only be Chelsea who will benefit, but also more and more people will question City's decision. Manchester City may see Palmer as a product of their academy success, but now Chelsea are the ones reaping the rewards. Will Palmer be a nightmare for his former club? The answer will be seen on the pitch. Chelsea face a major midfield problem ahead of their tough clash with Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez missed the win over Wolves, and there is still no certainty when they will be back. This situation is certainly a blow for Enzo Maresca, who must rack his brains to devise the best strategy to face a team like City. If Lavia and Fernandez are still absent, Moises Caicedo and Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall are almost certain to start. Dewsbury-Hall performed well against Wolves, but facing Manchester City's midfield filled with Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva will certainly be a much tougher challenge. Chelsea actually still have Andre Santos and Leslie Ugochukwu, but both are currently on loan to other clubs. Meanwhile, Renato Vega, who could be an alternative, is getting closer to a move to Juventus before the January transfer window closes. Now, Chelsea's hopes rest on the latest news from Maresca in his press conference on Friday. If Fernandez or Lavia are still not fit, the Blues will have to contend with limited squad depth to mount a major challenge at the Etihad. Chelsea have been hit with a number of injury updates after their win over Wolves. Levi Colwill and Enzo Fernandez are the two names to have picked up fresh problems, while Romeo Lavia's status remains unclear. Enzo Maresca has provided an update on all three players ahead of the big game against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Levi Colwill ready to play? Colwill has an unspecified problem, but Maresca has been positive. He's better now, said the manager. That suggests there's a good chance Colwill could feature against City. Romeo Lavia still out. Lavia has struggled with fitness issues since joining Chelsea. A thigh injury has kept him out again, and there's no certainty when he'll be back. Maresca said, "We don't know how long they'll be out for. Hopefully, not too long. Muscle problems, so we have to wait." Enzo Fernandez in doubt. Like Lavia, Fernandez is also suffering from a muscle problem. However, Maresca's statement suggests that his chances of playing against City are still there. "We don't know how long they'll be out for. Hopefully not too long," he said. If Fernandez can recover in time, it would be a big boost for Chelsea in this tough game. Chelsea are currently 4th in the Premier League standings with 40 points, 2 points ahead of 5th placed Manchester City. This match will be a tough test for the Blues, especially with the squad still not in ideal condition.